Tonight, the president has announced his intention to make 4 new nominations for the federal bench, all in Florida. Now, after having many of Leon School's officials are breathing a sigh of relief as the threat of a possible retaliatory shooting was found to be just that, a threat. ABC 27's Christina Resnack takes a look. Rick Scott has issued a death warrant which schedules the first execution of the year in the state.
Voter rolls that they have been talking about purging. There have been Justice Department questions and back and forth about it. Who is it going to benefit now that the brakes have been put on purging those rolls?
Well,
minority groups are saying that it would unfairly hit African Americans, Latinos, people who are economically disadvantaged. Doesn't that mean Advantage Christ is running for the Attorney General slot? Will we see some changes in the House or the Senate as it relates to the makeup?
As it relates to the makeup, the changes are to be seen. With regards,
give me something. Give me something. Will the Democrats pick up
Perry
anything?
Thurston, it is going to be a fight. And
tonight, Valdosta police are using GPS to get officers to the right place at the right time. Jay Blex is here with the story. And honored to sit down with Judge Garner. She is just a dynamic woman. She was appointed to be judge in 2009 and then elected in 2012 with 57% of the vote. First African American, first woman, only presiding judge in Gadsden County, and she continues to work hard, and she's from a legacy. Her dad was an elected official in Gadsden County years ago.
What an inspiration.
Yeah, she really was. Good to be with you.
Great interview, by the way.
Thank you. Thanks, Jay. Casanova Nurse, our chief meteorologist, is joining us right now to take a look. It's scandalous. You don't want to miss it.
Rahman Johnson takes a look now at some of the most talked about scandals in American history.
Scandals have been a part of the American political landscape since the founding of the country. Now, some of them may not be as juicy as Olivia Pope's affair with the president, but they keep us glued to the TV. Let's take a look back at some of the most famous scandals in American history. Now, the first political scandal was thought to be around 1777, just after the founding of the Republic. It was known as the Conway Cable. Now, the first recorded sex scandal was around 1835. North Carolina Congressman Robert Potter was found to be cheating on his wife in Washington and was even kicked out of the North Carolina House of Commons for pulling a knife and a gun in a fight over a card game. Now, though not officially a scandal, who could forget Marilyn Monroe singing Happy Birthday to John F. Kennedy?
Happy birthday to you.
Plus, the rumors about their affair and his involvement with organized crime. Now, some call this one of the most famous political scandals of all time, Watergate.
Therefore, I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
Now, that scandal forced the resignation of President Richard Nixon and ended up with 48 government officials being found guilty of various charges.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
In the Clinton administration, there was the Monica Lewinsky affair and the Whitewater investigation. George Bush's turn in the White House brought a justification of the Iraq War and looking for weapons of mass destruction.
The main reason we went into Iraq at the time was we thought he had weapons of mass destruction. It turns out he didn't.
And that brings us to today, where President Obama is in the hot seat about Benghazi, the IRS, and the Associated Press reporter inquiries. So it seems as long as there's political figures in America, there will always be a scandal.